You're watching Prestige Emblem 9 of this series of 15 where I create my own custom set of Prestige emblems for an imaginary Call of Duty game. And for this one I wanted to revisit kind of the shape of Prestige Emblem 2 and go another route but try to use something other than wings. So I decided to use kind of a fire or flame effect. Another shape that I hadn't used yet was a simple triangle, so I figured I'd use that for more of the shield or the backdrop. And the focal point of this one with the weaponry is a scythe or a bit of a sickle, kind of like you'd see the Grim Reaper holding. So I used a couple of those to crisscross them and give it a kind of an X shape. But there was a lot of work done on these flames. I was trying to get them to look metallic but also not go overboard, which is kind of tricky to do. Also, the color palette was kind of a toss-up right up until the very end. I knew I wanted to use orange and red, but I didn't want them to be overwhelming. So it took a few tries to find a good color combination and to make it match with prior emblems, and to find two colors that worked together but weren't too overpowering. So I did end up going with the rather bright orange, and the red is the same red as used in previous emblems. But as you can see, one step that I like to do is when I'm creating artwork and I haven't figured out a color palette yet, I'll just simply design in grayscale. I'll barely saturate enough color in there just to kind of eyeball it and see what it might be. So in this case, when I'm getting done with the orange part, I start to work on the second layer of flames, and I keep it kind of a real dull, almost, there's a little hint of red in there, but it's mainly grayscale. And it's just to try to really put focus on the shape first, so I can just figure out the shape and then go back and rework the color palettes. Now, you can't do that all the time, but it does seem to work in things like these where you have layered shapes on top of each other. So if you're trying to actually blend the colors and whatnot, then you have to focus much more on color palette right up front. But in this type of situation, you can kind of go back and rework colors and still be safe. So as you can see, I'm still kind of looking at different colors through the process here, but after I had gotten that initial shape down, then I started to figure out what would look best and what would work. So it was a fun one to do. It helps tie together two a little bit more. We started to lose it there after the past couple emblems where it seems like it was slipping into its own family of an icon set. But this helps to bring it back, and we're gonna have to revisit this kind of shape again. Probably I'll shoot for number 13 for this one, and we'll probably try something. I'm gonna have to find something different. But it will have that same type of kind of finger waves or flames, or just the real, I don't want to say busy, but kind of a sharp overall shape to it. So the next one's going to be 10, and like I said in the past, it's going to use some sort of animal as the focal point. So please feel free to comment below what animal you would like to see. I have a list of comments from previous videos that you guys have all left, but every little bit helps. So if you think of something that you would like to see or that would work, but I want to try and find something that hasn't been used in, say, the Prestige Emblem set for like Black Ops or something. I want to try to find something different. So probably no horse, unfortunately no dragon. They've already done a steer or something. So we did the rhino, but hopefully we can find something different. So let me know below, and I hope you dig it, and I will see you at 10. Take care. And if you missed either of the previous two emblems, we have the Achilles style helmet with the navy, almost navy cross type shape behind it for number 8 that you can click and view that. Or we have the lucky number 7 shield with the lucky horseshoe shape and the ribbon kind of forming the overall shape of the emblem and the interior of the emblem. And you can click that and give it a view. I hope you like them, and I will see you at 10. Take care.